Hello anybody and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. I'm Mr. Devious, or just Deeb, and in the last episode, we scaled Hoohoo Mountain. We got the blocks from the top. We saved Prince Peasley, who had been turned into a dragon and stuffed into an egg by Cackaletta and Fawful. And now in this episode, a meteorite fell down from above the waterfall and onto the Hammerbrood brother's house. Yeah, what she said. The meteorite, also known as a block, that we need fell into a house of the guys who asked us to go to the top of the mountain to get a rock that they needed to make us hammers. Boy, that's a mouthful. So they live in here, so let's go in and hopefully get our reward for doing everything. Boy, did you two arrive at exactly the right time. Just now a hoo-hoo block fell down in the waterfall. Check it out. We'll use it to make you the ultimate hammer. They're lying. I just want to let you know right now that they're lying. Oh, cool. Comes with a handle. Man, it feels so great to be making hammers after such a long break. In fact, it feels so darn great that we went ahead and made you guys 2 hammers. Look at that craftsmanship. Pow! Now you're playing with power. I just got that now. Yeah, you got that right. All these bad boys are now yours. And we got the hammers. You can use solar hammer action. I guess we ought to teach you guys how to properly use hammers, huh? First, press the R button to, tutorial. You press the R button, that changes the icon. Okay, you don't need to show the whole thing. Then press the A button to whack stuff. That's it. But right now, only the guy in front can use a hammer. So the action the guy in front does with the A button is called a solo action. The action the guy in the back does with the B button is called a brothers action. This is the most basic of all the basics. Remember it. Try whacking all kinds of stuff with those hammers. One manly whack breaks the hardest rocks. You know, you ought to break the hammer in by smashing the rock in the next room. Alright, we will do that. We got ourselves a hammer now. And that basically means we can break those blocks. Isn't that great? And we got a nut. Alright, so that is our first experience in getting nuts. Nuts, when you use them in battle, they restore a certain amount of HP to both brothers. So it's basically like your cure-all, and they are a lot rarer than mushrooms. So Mario has a hammer, and Luigi has a hammer. And, oh, Mario does not appreciate that. Well, let's get our revenge. There we go. Ah, that was worth it. Alright, so now that we have hammers, we're actually going to go back to a couple places that have blocks. So I will see you there. Alright, so if we come down here where Blabanadon is up there, you'll see it. You'll remember this place, I'm sure. And you smash these blocks. You don't get anything. That was a waste of time. Okay, game, thanks. Wait, no, there were other blocks in here. Let us show off the power of our ultimate hammers. Those guys are liars. I warned you. They're liars. So let's get back over to where there might be more blocks. Actually, I don't think there are any other blocks up here, but I'll do a double check, and if I don't find anything, I'll just meet you over by where Fawful blocked our path. See you guys soon! Alright, so now that we've done that, we're gonna stick to the bottom path of Hoohoo Village. And now, what does this guy have to say? Anything new? No, nothing new. Just telling us that if we head left, we can head down the mountain's base. So we come to this block that was in our way. We're gonna take our hammer, we're gonna break it. Good times, happy times, celebrate with jumping. Alright, so now that we've taken care of the blocks, we are done with, well, we're not really done with Hoohoo Mountain, because now we have to climb down to the bottom. And now we're actually gonna start getting nuts. And nuts are good. They're really good, but they definitely need to be conserved for emergency situations where both brothers are dying. You should never use them in the... I am not using the right commands here. You should never use them in the field, only in battle when both brothers are on the verge of biting it. This rock's on fire. We can't break rocks that are on fire for whatever reason. I don't know. This isn't working. So we're gonna go up here, smash this, and this entire area is basically teaching you how to use your hammer in the overworld, and what kind of cues to look for. So, smashable objects, pegs, Luigi can't drink water, so we're going to get Mario to drink it. And now, chemistry. If you light a rock on fire, and then put it out, it becomes fragile. Tell me if that's accurate. Wait, if you instantly... Okay, yeah, if you cool something really quickly, it becomes... If you cool something really hot, really quickly, it becomes really fragile. Right? I think that's right. It's been a long time since I've done chemistry. Anyway, just gonna get some coins. Gonna save here, because why not? Heading down the mountain. This is not a very long section, and now we can knock these hammers out of the way. Mysterious minecarts. Destination Hoohoo Mountain Base. Capacity 1 per cart. So let's not go in there yet. Let's just kind of explore around and get some goodies. It is a good idea to come here this way first, just to get these blocks, because, well, once you fall down here, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that the minecarts will take you past this part. So if you want to come back and get those things, you basically have to redo... I don't think you have to redo the section that's coming up, but still, you have to wrap around, and it's just better to get the items now. Got some minecarts. It's a puppy! It's a green puppy. It's a bean puppy, and this guy's really weird. Aw, he looks tired.
Whoa there, Pards. It's been a Goomba's age since we had any strangers in these parts. Now listen, fellers, if you want to ride in them rusty old carts, I won't go stopping you. But I'd advise watching out for trouble. Yep, no one knows where them rails lead. Still, I'll tell you something. You might just be able to find jewels by jumping a bit in there. And while you're hopping for loot, watch out. If you spot danger, just shine your light at it. Oh mercy, there I go again. I'm always boring folks to tears with stuff like this. So, tell me, boys, care to ride in the carts?
Yes! And guess what? We have our second minigame now, since the border jumping. And it's dual stick controls. Mario controls the flashlight with the control pad, basically, so that you can see what Luigi is doing. And with Mario, you gotta collect batteries. With both brothers, you have to collect gems, and they're not for you, as you might think. They're not treasures that you can collect. These are required to actually beat the minigame. You have to get a minimum amount, otherwise you fail and have to do it again, and you don't get anything out of it. So it's really just kind of there. Why is Mario the only one who gets a flashlight? Why do we only have one flashlight here? I don't even understand. Why is Luigi's path not illuminated, but Mario's? I don't even understand. Oh, nuts, I missed one. Oh well, I think you can miss a couple gems on each path, except for the later ones, because like all the other minigames, there are harder levels of this minigame, and they do get a lot harder, and I can't remember if the later ones force you to get all the gems. I'll be coming back and doing this later, probably off-screen, maybe on-screen. Leave a comment below if I should do the mini-games again, the later levels of minigame later, or if I should just do them off-screen. Because I know that they can get a little repetitive, but they are technically part of the game. So yeah, we come to the end of that. We only needed 10 to succeed. And then our... Oh god, flashlight explodes. And whoa, that guy teleported in at the top. He totally just phased in out of nowhere.
Why howdy again. Well, fellers, this spot marks the last stop on the long, strange railroad of my life.
No, don't die.
But I reckon your adventures have just begun. Get to it, boys.
Wait a minute. If he could teleport, and he says this is the last part of his journey in life. He's a ghost. Well, that's weird. Okay, I guess their first time doing any minigame, you don't get beans out of it, which is a little sad, but ah well. So we're gonna save here. We're gonna go a little further and finish up the Mountain Hoohoo trail path. Hoohoo Mountain trail path, yes. And we got nuts.
Wait up! We forgot to mention one thing.
We never taught you how to use your hammers in battle.
Ready to learn?
No.
Ouch, try being polite, will ya? Ready to learn?
No.
Ouch, try being polite, will ya? Ready to learn?
Yes. Then we'll explain it in battle. Oh, great. Oh, great, now there's foliage and trees.
So to whack with a hammer, Mario uses the A button, and Luigi uses the B button.
So you basically use the same controls that you use for jumping.
Talking don't do it justice, though. Let me explain by example. First, let's do some solo attacks using hammers.
So,
That ain't right.
you try to pick the wrong thing. Let's run away.
That ain't right.
Nope. So we just go into solo, grab our hammer, and we have to hit sledge.
Wait a sec. Press the A button right here.
Ooh, man, that's smart. But I'm a hammerhead, bro, so I'll be fine. No big deal. Press the button when the hammer shakes. So yeah, you hold back your hammer for a few seconds, and when it starts to shake, that's when you press the button again. When it shakes, you got it. And old green guy there should use the B button when his hammer shakes. Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
So next we gotta learn how to defend with a hammer.
Now, press and hold B.
When you release the B button now,
No, that's too long.
you gotta release the button before the hammer starts to shake or the whole deal falls apart.
Do it again, man.
Press and hold B. When you release the button now,
Youch, that'll leave a mark. So anyway, you get the idea. So yeah, basically, you can use your hammers to defend against enemies that you can't just jump over. No, we do not want to try again. Okay, so to review, for hammer attacks, choose your hammer and wait till it shakes, then press the button. Bonk, perfect hammer attack. On defense, hold it behind you and release before it shakes. Bonk, perfect hammer defense. Good luck and practice up. So they basically said it for me. Did you get all that? You better have. You better look alive with those things. There are a lot of monsters that your jump won't do diddly to. You gotta learn some new tricks if you want to get by them. I'm sure you guys will be able to take care of business. If you can't, you're gonna have to give us those hammers back. Hey, we're going back so we can ride the cart again. Yeah, cart rides are thrilling and filled with suspenders. You nitwit, it's filled with suspense. Suspense! Oops, well, excuse me. If you didn't have the window open when I did that, that was actually the dialogue. Hey, ham rocks that we can't break. So yeah, now we have our hammers that we can use in battle, even though we didn't actually learn them in battle. There will be enemies in the game that you can't defend from. You can't attack with jumping because usually spikes or something else prevents you from jumping on them. And that's fine, you just hit them with your hammer. And of course, airborne enemies you can't hit with your hammer. And then there are enemies that'll attack you that you can't jump on, but the game will automatically default to the action command that you need to use for defense. So if you need to jump, it'll default to jumping. If you need to defend, need to hammer, it'll default to hammering. We come up here, ooh, there's a spook ghost. We can't do anything about this yet. This will be for much, much later in the game. Mario and Luigi has a fair number of obstacles and trials in the game that you can't get past early on, and you just gotta come back much later when you get new abilities and moves. And you can, it doesn't seem like there's any idea what you have to do with that, but you'll see later on. Oh wow, that was weird. So now that we have our new moves, and we got down Hoohoo Mountain base, I'm just gonna get to a save point and then probably call that an episode. But now, we're in a new area. If we check our map, we are in Northwest Beanbean, next to Beanbean Castletown, which is where we're actually headed. So we're going to test out our new hammers quickly against the Spiny and not be able to hit it. You can get first strike with hammers too. Ow. I didn't mean to say ow. These guys are hard to get the timing on for some reason. So because they're Spinies, or I think they have weird bean names, Sharpie. Because they have spikes, you can't jump on them, obviously. So you just have to get the timing right with the hammer. The timing for defending with hammer is a lot different than the timing that's needed for defending with jumping. So we're just going to keep going until we get a save point. We get more of these guys. Oh! These guys hurt. Although Luigi has better defense. Okay, so now that that battle is taken care of, this is like the main hub area of the game, is the surroundings of Beanbean Castletown. And there's a ton to explore, so I'm probably not gonna try to explore it that much. If you hit L and R at the same time, you actually default both brothers back to their basic jump commands, and that's cool. If you hammer an enemy in the field, you don't actually do damage to them, you stun them, so that they basically lose a turn, so that's cool. Or wait, no, they don't lose a turn. Wait, I don't understand. Maybe they do lose a turn because Luigi is slow. But these Sharpies don't really give a lot of experience, which is sad. They must die, though, because this is genocide. Oh no, Luigi. Moving on ahead, trying to get to a save point. And if we read this sign, it tells us if we keep going this way, we're gonna get to Beanbean Castletown. New enemy! New enemy! And we bonk with a hammer. And for some reason that didn't affect him. This is, if I can... Swarm! I don't get it. Slurm? The popular drink? He's gonna go through the ground, he's gonna pop up really quickly and try to bite you. He's really easy to hit though, so he's not that big a deal. He's just gonna come over here. God, there we go. I'm getting the timing on that down too. So we're gonna hit him in the head because I hate him. And now he's gonna dig again. He's gonna pop up in front of somebody. And you get a few seconds when you hold back your hammer in defense, so that's nice. They give a fair amount of experience, too. Much more than the Sharpies. So we keep exploring. There's a cave over there we can't get to. There's stuff there that we can't get to. If we come up this way, we can't get past that gate. If we go this way... it tells us if we go down, we get to the Beanbean Castletown. Oh, we don't want to go this way. This game actually lets you go to the northern part of the Beanbean Castle Fields, and there are enemies here that can kill you really quickly. And I don't know why the game lets you do that, but it's a really easy way to die. It is worth noting that these guys do have another move where they don't necessarily pop in front of you for a hammer, but where they'll burrow underground and try to hit you from below, at which point you just jump in the air and jump on them as they come up. It's really easy, and I haven't been seeing it much. The thing is, because the symbol on the top left will show you what your defense command is, you'll always know what you're going to be doing. Lots of points, though. Alright, so now that that's taken care of, we're going to head down this way, and I wonder if there's a save point soon, because that's what I'm looking for. Can't break that. Gonna kill these guys. Oh man, look at all these guys I gotta kill. This is where killing becomes a little unnecessary. Alright, got rid of him. Alright, got rid of him. And I do believe that just leaves this guy. And these two guys. Alright, so that clears out those enemies. We read this sign. We got Beanbean Castletown East and some place called Chateau. You must die! Okay, now that that's over, if we read that sign, it said south is some place called Chateau de Shucklehuck. So we're gonna go into the Beanbean Castletown. Oh god! Oh god. This looks bad. Sir? Oh no. The town was attacked. The horror. Oh no, this is bad. This is not a bucket of laughs that we were promised. Oh god. Oh jeez. We're gonna have to explore this in the next one, actually. You want to know what happened to Beanbean Castletown? We're gonna investigate and hopefully go to the castle and figure out what the hell happened here. In the meantime, though, I'm gonna have to end off this video because it's been going on a while. So yeah, in this episode, we got to the bottom of Hoohoo Mountain. We made it to Beanbean Castletown, which doesn't look to be in good shape, and we will find out more in the next episode. I hope to see you then.